Hello, all you wonderful people. Welcome back to another episode of the KaoshKraft server. Oh, yeah. So, last episode, I was talking about the ad blocks and how it affects YouTubers and such. If you did not see that, you can go watch that previous episode. And I just want to thank you all for all the positive feedback I got. You know, people were so open about it, and I just want to say thank you. You know, everyone, it was just such a positive response. And you know, I was a bit afraid to talk about it because it was a bit, you know, it's kind of a touchy subject. People are touchy about it, but like you guys are so open, and it just warms my heart. So, you know, just thank you all for being so supportive. So, I'm gonna leave that at that. I'm gonna show you what I've been working on off camera. I'm gonna show you some new projects, and maybe we'll talk about a couple things this episode specifically. Maybe if you guys are starting YouTube out, maybe I'll tell you a little bit about my my secrets and do nots. Something vague, nothing really like solid, just some things that I know and I've learned over the 2.5 years that I've been doing this, and things I've learned that might just save you some time, money, and heartbreak. Maybe, possibly. So, I was on with Pickles and Cora a couple days ago, and I had this wonderful idea. So Pickles had challenged Zai Let's Play to a battle of the death, and they agreed to go to spawn. And what Pickles was doing was Pickles was hiding in the little forest outside of spawn, like right there, and then Zai was on the other side, and me and Pickles were egging Zai on. We were shooting arrows at her. We were like, you know, borderline bullying her, but that's okay. She's used to it. So I was like, you know, stand over here, sneaking around, and I thought, why don't I make spawn a giant, like, arena? Like, not like an arena, but like almost a little PvP area that lends itself to be, you know, almost stealth-like. So you can go into spawn and find little secrets and work your way around, you know, trying to, you know, run away from people, trying to kill you. See, I don't know. I want to turn spawn to something that can be used for PvP. So I've gone ahead and I've tried and experimented with different secrets. Different things you can do at spawn to find different sneaking areas so you can attack your prey. As you've seen, I showed you the first one. You can climb up this tower, jump off the side, you land on my roof. Now you have access to the roof. If you wanted to, you could get to Conman's house fairly easily using a little bit of parkour. You can go over here. I've also opened this up so that you can walk around, and now you can get inside Conman's house without ever being spotted. And now what you could do, now that you're in Conman's house, is you could go to Alpha's house. If you climb this here, now you're in Alpha's house. And you can lose your opponent, and they don't know where you are, and you can sneak around. So, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Dang it. Oh, it's ridiculous. Oh my god, this is just... hate creepers so much. They're so just not cool. So, as I was saying, I'm just super excited. I don't even know how to put this into words because I love this project so much. I've already added bridges connecting my house as a little experiment, connecting Alpha's house to my house to Conman's house, so that when you're in a PvP battle, you can, you know, go run into the house, and you're no longer in a dead end. You can find a way to, you know, run away from your opponent, whoever you're trying to kill, or you can find a way to hide and maybe gain a little bit of surprise. Oh, this blew up the floor. Ah, what a load of poop. Basically, it just adds a whole new dynamic to spawn, and I love it. So, a secondary one. So, first off, we have houses. Houses all need to be done. All these houses need to be finished. So, you know, one thing want to do is thank Cora for finishing his house. Finally, I did have to help him, but now this can be very integral to the builds we're doing. So this is why I want to have, like, you know, a big spawn. That way we can have a lot of fun in here. There needs to be a house right here. We have Chaos Dude's house, although he's no longer on the server. We can use that as part of the PvP area, which is great. Originally, we wanted to destroy Alpha's house, and now we're going to keep it, and we're going to use it. Cora also built the windmill, which is fantastic. All this can be used in this arena. So, I'm just super excited. I'm going to show you another thing I did. So I want to connect all the houses, like, in the air. So you can go to them, like, on the second floor. The first floor, you just kind of walk in. I also want a basement area. So you could go in and they could have gone up or down. So this is almost like a very, very dynamic map. So one thing is that Axionerve's house goes over this way. And you can go through here. So what I thought about doing is making a sewer system, which I've already started. If we climb down here, you can see that I've kind of like started working out a quick design. So you come down here, you're in the sewer system, and you can use this to get into different areas very quickly. I'm now in the Flint little room, and you would never know. So knowing your way around spawn is integral if you're going to be fighting at spawn. So MC Builder's already building like an arena, like a more formal arena. This is kind of like stealth kill. Like, I don't know. I think this can be really, really fun. So this leads back up into my house. You could go from Cora's house to my house fairly quickly, then run up the stairs in a heated race and get to Alpha's house. And then you could go back into the basement through the sewer system and, you know, find your way into a different area of the sewer. This is all just super cool. I love this idea. I'm super excited to build it. So this is more of an off-camera thing, but I might do some episodes on it just because it's so cool. So I had a different project for today, though. I wanted to work on my castle. Specifically, I wanted to work on my bridge. But instead, I think I'm going to work on this. I think this is a bit of a new project. It's a bit refreshing. And, you know, we don't want to do castles every episode. We did the castle last episode. I was just going to work on the bridge, but I think I'm just too dang excited for this project. So I was just going to, like, you know, retrofit that. You know, make it look all nice. But who cares? Who cares about the stupid castle? What about this? This is great. So, right now, as we can see, we have a couple things that need to be done. And this is going to be tricky because I wanted to do story time today. But now I want to do this. So we'll talk about it as I work. So, we need a list of things. I want to make a big billboard for the spawn. And I don't know where I'd keep it. Maybe I'll keep it like over here. So we'll take this apart, this sign. I had road closed warning, demolition progress. I was taking out this road, taking out some of the stuff so that we can have a big house right here. I think I'm going to put like a big mansion or something big right here. So we take out the road, and there used to be an awkward space between Conman's house and the road, and now we're going to have a house directly next to Conman's house. We're going to separate this so this can kind of be an outskirts thing, and you can access this by going through the back door of whatever house is right here. So, what I need to do, actually, I don't think we'll make a sign. I'm just going to, like, list off things. So, things we need left. Clock tower. We're going to have a middle clock tower so that things can be connected a little bit more easily because there's a big distance between Cora's house and everyone else's house. So, we're going to use the clock tower to, you know, fix that up. You climb the tower, you climb to the clock tower, and then you can access Axionerve's house and Conman's house from the clock tower, which will be great. We'll use streamers. So, that needs to be done. Biggs needs a house, so I'm going to probably make a building in honor of Biggs. He's going to have to pay for it, though, so I'm going to have to get some supplies from him. Zai also needs a house. Pickless needs a house. And J-Bomb already made one. So MC Builder, Bean, Biggs, and Zai all need houses and or projects done in honor of Spawn. So, we have a clock tower build that could be, you know, completed. Maybe Bean could do it. He did the Big Ben. Maybe we could get something similar, but in more Spawn style to do that. So that could be Bean's project. We have a big house right here. Maybe MC Builder could do that. And maybe Biggs and Zai could get off their butts for once and make a house or something in Spawn. Cora already built the windmill. Why don't you just make 2 smaller houses on top or something? I'm going to have to yell at them. I'll do it. Go to Biggs and Zai's newest videos and just tell them, like, that I want them to build spawn houses. And then they're going to come back and say, Fancy, you know, you said you were going to do it. And then it all gets on me. And then I have no time for anything fun. So, unfortunately, that is the case. So, what I might do is I might start connecting Cora's house to the sewer system. So, that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be a little bit of trial and error. So, whilst I do that, and whilst I do some heavy thinking, I will talk about some comments that I usually get a lot. People are always asking me, you know, they're starting out YouTube. What can they do to make it, like, easier? What can they do to starting out? What are the best practices? I'm just gonna -879 Negative 880. Yeah, we gotta get to negative 880, and then we'll be directly under his house. Perfect. So, Fancy, I'm starting a YouTube channel, and I don't know what to do. What is important? I don't know why you talking like this. So, you know, I for one, was once a noob. Back in my day, I was such a noob. I was so noob that I went out to dinner to celebrate my 26 subscriber special. 26 subscribers, not 26,000. 26. That's what I did. I went out to eat because I was so excited. But, like, you know, I was just as lost as a lot of you are starting out on YouTube. So, I'm gonna dictate best practices. So, there's a level of, there's a certain number of things that should be considered. You know, the thing you want to do on YouTube. You know, one thing is that you need focus. There's 3 aspects. You need, you know, just... And you need all 3, pretty much. Ooh, I just broke this. So, one thing is that, and what I've learned, is that as YouTube grows... Yeah, this is probably the easiest one to talk about. As YouTube grows, quality has grown. Production value has grown. And the tolerance for low-quality videos is going less and less. So, the more videos that the people with 1 million subscribers put out, the less, you know, tolerant a new viewer is going to be of a lower quality video. And I learned this very early on when I was making videos with a headset and free recording software. So that's something to consider very much, is that one thing you want to do. And a lot of people say, and there's 2 arguments to this. One is that, hey, you know, as long as you got good content, you don't need good quality as long as you have good content. But sometimes they're one and the same. Good content is, you know, directly related to the quality of video. So that doesn't mean rendering the most expensive and fancy, like, settings. That doesn't mean that you need to go out and buy a $2,000 gaming PC to make videos for your, like, 100 subscribers. You don't need that. What you need is a level of professionalism and just general quality. Just general. It doesn't have to be, like, anything crazy. So that means... You know, a lot of you know. I'm just doing general. And this is just something to listen to as my personal opinions on the important things when starting out YouTube. You need good mic quality, good video quality, good commentary, good frame rates. And I think that's about it. That's good. That's all you need. I'm sure there's other aspects, but those are like the 4 main things that I can think of on the top of my head that make up a video and things that can go wrong in a video. So, like, for example, you could have the best content. You could have the best commentary, frame rates, whatever. But if your microphone is a toaster, you know, you can't watch that. You're an entertainer. That's something to remember. You're trying to entertain all these people. So it's good to have a good microphone. And that also doesn't mean you have to spend a buttload of money. But... You know, there are some really cheap microphones out there. A go-to mic is always the Blue Snowball, but that's a really old microphone. And there are many cheaper ones you can find online. I know a friend of mine, Will's Knight, he uses a microphone. And I wish I could, I wish that I could reference what it is at the top of my head. I will go talk to him, ask for his mic. It's like a $50 mic, and I will put in the description of a good starter mic. It's nice and bassy. The clarity's good. You want that. You want that clarity. You know, you be able to project your voice onto someone because that's the only thing they see. They see video and they see your voice, and the voice is the only thing that separates you from the rest of the crowd. Your voice. So, you know, now you could have the best microphone, but you know, you could have low frame rate. So it's good to have an alright PC if you're going to be recording gameplay. Otherwise, one thing to do. So what I know a friend used to do, he would actually just record games that ran well on his PC instead of just trying to record like the latest and greatest games. And sometimes that's what people aren't looking for that because there's always an audience of people that can't even play these games. I don't know. Like, having an alright PC is good. And you can get one fairly cheap, but you have the right equipment. So, I mean... I don't know. That's something that's important. You know, good PC. And there's not much I can talk about because you just kind of have to get a PC. And there are a lot of build guides online that will teach you all the goodies on how to build an affordable, cheap PC for, you know, moderate video rendering and what was I gonna say? Moderate video editing and video recording. There you go, because recording is pretty taxing on the computer. Also, I'm going to try and connect AxioNerve. So it's more of a topic I'm not as well versed on. You just kind of need it. There's no really way around it. Like if you're recording at 10 frames per second, people aren't going to watch that. You know, and you could find maybe different video recording softwares that are good at that. And that leads into my next topic. You need a video recording software. And a lot of people, you know this already, that you cannot take a video camera to a monitor or TV and expect people to enjoy your content. You need a game recorder, something that records your screen, everything you do, all the pixels, and then turns into video format. I use a very not a lot of people like this one. I use Bandicam because I'm a noob. I'm still a noob. I've had Bandicam for years, actually, like an absurd amount. Like I bought Bandicam like 2.5 years ago, back when Bandicam was a load of crap. I think it's come a long way. That's just what I use, and a lot of people use that. What a lot of people use is dedicated software that records their video and dedicated software that records their audio. So what Biggs does is he records with a software called DxTory, and then he records his audio with Audacity. I think they're both free programs. Either that or Biggs is a little cheap and likes to get his from a local pirate. But I know for one thing is that Audacity is pretty it's pretty good. Oh, what is this? Oh, here we go. So this is my Flint room, and we're going to try and connect somehow to the sewer system. So I need to go down, just try and find it, and then I'll make a nice path. So what was I saying? So 2 softwares, DxTory and Audacity, and there's a lot of other softwares. There's Fraps, there's all these things, and you can look these up. Top 10 video recording softwares. As long as you're using one of them, it doesn't really matter which one you're using, as long as you're using one. Because no cameras, no camcorders, no webcams. You gotta have, like, you know, just a level of self-appreciation when you're on YouTube. Where is the sewer system? I found it. There it is. Now I just gotta connect this somehow. I could connect it just directly parallel to this. Also, this needs to go here. I can't have this, whatever this is. All right, so that's good. So what was I talking about? Audio quality, frame rate, commentary, and I forget what the 4th one is. But regardless, we'll talk about commentary. That's actually personal preference. It's difficult oftentimes to get good commentary when you're just starting out, because it's very strange having to talk to yourself for like an extended amount of time and try to entertain like hundreds, if not thousands of people. That's something that is actually is very specific. It's like there's so many different ways to go about it. And what I found, and this is something that's going to come across as like not helpful at all, is just practice. That's all you need. You just need to practice. You practice your craft. One thing I might do is try and see if I can just get like a 2-wide block coming down here. I might align a different path, like a path over here. So let's see. I'm just going to dig this entire thing out and see what happens. So what I found is, you know, you got to talk about your game, but don't just be like, hey, you know, it's difficult. Because when I started recording, my style was, oh, you need editing. Yeah, that was the 4th one, I think. I think it was the 4th one. When I started recording, I didn't edit my videos because I'm a noob. I'm slowly realizing how unqualified I am to make a video about this. When I first started recording, I didn't edit my videos at all. So what I had to do instead is record for 30 minutes straight and not make a mistake and just roll with it. If it was bad, I had to restart. That was just what I had to do. And I think I gained some skill sets. I was able to have flow, and that just comes with time. You learn. One thing I learned is watching a lot of my favorite YouTubers and analyzing how they did their commentary and why I enjoyed it. Because there's all sorts of different types of commentary. There's like a comical one, there's informative. It's so broad that you could kind of like develop your own style. You don't want to directly copy someone. But, you know, getting a little bit of inspiration did help me out. I think I one style. I don't even know what style I went for. I was just talking to a camera. But I know, like, you know, at least in like building and Minecraft, I always went for like, I loved what Corrales did, what Vintage Beef did, and I tried to not mimic it, but like I just kind of like had them in the back of my head that they have good commentary. So I analyzed what they did and how they did and why it was good. So that did help me out. And that'd be a suggestion. Just pick a favorite YouTuber and see why they're fun. What do they talk about? When do they stop talking? When do they continue? When are they just talking about a game? Because it's all relative, you know. Like, it's just personal preference. You know, just do it. Just do. You know? And the people will come. Make videos. So, lastly, there's editing software that is required. It's a lot of things you need. It's ridiculous. I think I'm going to cut out these corners right here. They're bugging me. Feeling a bit too claustrophobic. So, an editing software that I use is Premiere Pro. Now, I would never, ever endorse the general act, the heinous crime of obtaining software illegally for personal gain. I would never, ever suggest that someone might go to a certain other someone who may be knowledgeable as to where to obtain such heinous softwares. I would never suggest, you know, doing mild research as to where to find software for cheap. But if I would say that, you know, this is terrible. Don't pirate. There are some really cheap softwares out there. This is terrible. I'm a bad person. No, I would never pirate. But, you know, just remember that these softwares are hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for stupid editing software. So, you better save up. And God forbid that you just want to make cute little Minecraft videos. God. I don't even know how to say it. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I used to use a software called... This is one I paid for. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's a good tangent. Software that I actually paid for in full was a software called Cyberlink Power Director. And I hated it. But it worked. It was like $40, and I did not have to succumb to the heinous crimes of obtaining software illegally. And I would never do that. So that's my suggestion. My suggestion is to never commit the heinous crimes. But if you were to, I would strongly suggest Premiere Pro or Sony Vegas. They're kind of difficult, but there's a lot of video tutorials. If you were to obtain those perfectly legally. That is all. So, now that we talked about editing, we've talked about commentary, we've talked about video smoothness, we've talked about all the good things. What else is there? What else is there fancy? How can I make myself different from the rest? Now, that can be done in the type of content that you record. So, I'm gonna say real. I'm gonna tell you right now that when I started recording Minecraft, it was already too late. It was too late to grow. And somehow, I got lucky with the path that I chose. So, if you want to do Minecraft, I would not suggest starting off with a single-player Let's Play of you recording Minecraft. I would rather suggest trying to do something that is original and fun. You know, one thing that I do, and I've been doing, is Build Battle. And that is a popular series right now. And I think it'd be really fun to, like, you know, if that's something you want to do. Try and do something that is, like, kind of up and coming. Because one thing is sad is that, like, when you make all these videos, you want to make sure that you're getting them out to people that want to watch them. So I found that recording things that are mildly popular right now, and maybe just finding your own thing that you actually enjoy recording, comes later. So when I started, I was doing build tutorials because people were looking for build tutorials. There's a lot of people doing build tutorials right now, like an insane amount of people, absurd amounts. So, I mean, you don't want to just enter a market that's already saturated. So I'd suggest, trying out different games. Just gotta find your niche, right? Just find something that you enjoy. Here we go. This is what I told Cora. Okay, here we go. I'll tell you a story about Cora. Is that when I found him, he was doing a thing. He was doing his thing. And he was recording Portal 1. He was recording The Evil Within, a game that Markiplier and several other YouTubers are already covering. He was recording, a bunch of other things. He made like he made a little video on Minecraft. Now, Minecraft is still popular, so I would suggest trying out. That's a good place to start off. But one thing is I told him that if he wants to grow, yeah, see, we're beyond, quality. Now I'm telling you, like, best practices or things that I learned. If you want to grow, right, you got to do something that you love to do, that you're moderately good at. So one thing you don't want to do is build tutorials when you aren't that good at build tutorials, and you just gotta be honest with yourself. Don't just say, I'm great. If you're not, like, one thing, okay, I'm not judgmental. I try never to be judgmental, and there's always different styles. But what I'm saying is that you want to do something that you're good at, and if what you love comes first, and then you do what you're good at, or maybe I don't know. They both go hand in hand because, I don't know. This is a tricky thing because this goes into this goes into whether or not you want to grow. Like, this is a touchy subject, and why I'm having trouble explaining it is because this delves into the idea that you want to do YouTube to grow and to get big, aside from growing for fun. Hey, it's Aquarius! Maybe we'll get his opinion. Get in the call, bro. Okay. We're gonna get a Aquarius opinion on this. So, I need a little help. So, here we go. I'm gonna pause the video. I'm just getting him in a call. Maybe he can help me out. So, see you guys in a second. Okay, we have Aquarius in here, so he can help me out with this touchy subject.
Heyo.
So this turned into like a moral dilemma when I was talking about YouTube tips. And I was talking about you and how you were doing, Portal, and you were doing Evil Within, and maybe you love those games, maybe you're having fun. And when I got to the topic, oh, hi.
Hey.
That was really quick. I got to the subject of you changing your channel to change into something that you also love and something you're good at so that you could grow your channel.
Right.
So there's a lot of people that say that, you should just do YouTube as a blind hobby. God forbid you want to grow. But do you think that growing is part of the hobby? Do you think that it's wrong to want to grow so then you pick a topic or a game series that you do for the growth so that you can meet more people and enjoy your hobby tenfold? Because
I think there's a happy medium in there where you do something that you really, really like to do, like you said, like you play a game that you really love, but then you play a game where other people love it, but maybe you don't like it as much as they do, or something like that.
I think what you said before that was really good. You're playing a game that you love, but there are also other people that love this game and want to see you play it.
Right.
So it can't be wrong because we're like the goal is to entertain people. Okay, there you go. I figured it out. I figured out my moral dilemma. It's not wrong. Because the idea is to reach new people and meet new people, new experiences. So, okay, there you go. I figured it out.
What are you doing here?
Huh?
What are you trying to do in this?
I'm connecting all the houses to the sewer system.
Oh, that's cool.
So your house is right here. This is directly underneath your house.
Gotcha.
Right here. So I'm trying to I'm trying to connect all the houses. I'm going to bring this water out here too. It's going to be super gross.
I see.
So I've already talked about, maybe you can just give me a little, see if I'm being an idiot. So I talked about the audio quality. So having a good mic is important. I suggested Blue Snowball, but I also suggested that there are a lot of other companies that are, that they have good mics on the cheap that are better than the Snowball, just because there are. I suggested a video editing software, so I suggested that is completely and utterly wrong to do the heinous act of pirating digital software, but all I'm saying is that Premiere Pro is really nice, also Sony Vegas, so I would totally suggest purchasing that at full price or at a discount, mild discount. I talked about video commentary and how you should almost look to people that you respect and admire and enjoy commentary, and to analyze why you love it so much.
Yeah, you know, when I make my videos, I look to this guy. I don't know if you know him. I don't know if you've heard of him. FancyBlue.
Oh.
Yeah, he has really good commentary and everything, and yeah, you know, it's a good guy to look up to for that.
Yeah, he's pretty swell. He's got like good flow. He can just talk for like 50 minutes straight.
There you go.
And he gets off track like every 30 minutes and starts talking about stupid stuff. What a loser.
What a pleb.
Oh crap. This was supposed to go... Oh no. This was supposed to go to his house, but instead I made this go to his house. Oh no. This can go to J-Bomb's farm. I don't even know. So then I talked about video quality. You know, having a good computer really does help. So don't record at 10 frames per second. But if you do record at 10 frames per second on Minecraft, one thing is that Windows 10 edition is going to be super, super speedy for Minecraft. So I would suggest that for you. Or even recording. Oh, I didn't even talk about console recording.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not really talking about PC. If you want to record consoles, you need a capture card. But that way you don't have to deal with the low frame rates. So you can use like an Elgato. There's a ton of capture cards. Look up top 10 capture cards of 2015. And you'll get an astounding list of different hardware-enabled capture cards that will record your gameplay with high quality. It's great.
You need some like warning, like what floor signs up here, man. Someone's just gonna fall into a manhole and like break their legs.
It's really gross. How do I connect your house
Oh
here?
shit, man.
I'm just making holes in your floor right now.
Great.
It's kind of bad. So that's good. So a lot of people record on Xbox or the PS4. You know, an Elgato HD will record 60 frames per second if the PS4 game you're playing or Xbox game you're playing supports that natively. So that's good. That's good. And there you go. Solution.
Oh, there's shears on my chest. Yeah.
There are shears on my chest.
I'm the biggest farmer ever. I'm sorry. Get excited about shears.
Oh my god, you're such a nerd. So, another thing I was talking about. Oh yeah, so I was talking about your shift. So you record like Portal, all these things, and then you thought, you know what? I love mods. I love Minecraft. I'm gonna record Minecraft, and so does all these other people now. Love the Minecraft, and now you've touched the hearts of many. You're now the favorite KaoshKrafter for like 4 people.
Aww.
It's great. So
Adorable.
yeah, we gotta connect Comments House now. Although I'm it's off to this side, which is unfortunate because I have no idea where it is. So I'm gonna climb up.
You should like sneak a Ninja Turtle here somewhere.
A Ninja Turtle?
Just like living in the sewer.
Ew. This is how to get out. You can just go through my flint area.
A little Easter egg.
So now let's start by ending this video with a couple best practices, things you learned, the do's and do nots. So top 10 things to not do on YouTube.
Don't talk about religion or politics.
Hit the nail on the freaking. That's like number 1.
Yeah, I mean seriously.
So
like, just don't.
I'm just saying. Okay, so you could be, you could be religious. You can be not religious. I was gonna say a-religious, but that just kind of like. You could not be religious. You could be religious on certain things. So a lot of people, and I leave it out, like my just kind of religious beats, because people kind of stand up. It's not. I don't want to. I don't know.
It's touchy.
It's a very touchy subject.
It's a thin line.
So yeah, and you can alienate some of your audience if they are also touchy about that subject.
Right.
Oh, almost blew up Comments House.
And same thing with like politics.
Politics, true that, Unless, you could totally just be like, Obama's a butt, and no one will bat an eye.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, serious politics, leave it. Okay, no, what's your second one? Do not.
Don't use a headset microphone.
Okay, yeah, we covered that. More like best practices kind of thing.
Cut out the bits in videos you don't need.
Also,
so
no mouth noises.
That too.
Yeah, can you go in the
I need
sewer
to
and find
I
my
neglected
name
that a little bit.
real quick?
Hmm?
Go in the sewer and find my name so I can match up the to
Yeah.
the sewer system. Yeah, no mouth noise. Don't do that.
But oh gosh, what was I saying? I don't even know.
Headset. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Oop.
No, after that I had something else.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't even remember.
If you're
Right, downtime. So if you're sitting there for 5 minutes in dead silence, cut that out of your video.
You know what
Nobody
I
wants to
do
watch
now?
your dead
I actually
silence.
intentionally sit dead silence when I
cut it
know
out,
this is
yeah.
going to be boring so I can edit it out. Because it's so hard when you're talking about mundane stuff to try and edit it and make it less mundane, but then it just sounds awful. Just like, and that leads into the commentary thing.
Yep.
One thing your favorite YouTuber will never do is, like, unless it's like Good Boulderfist. I've noticed that he does a lot, just talking about
Like
nothing.
cry or something.
Yeah, like just and that's what I'm saying. Analyze your favorite YouTubers, see why they're so flippin' awesome.
I'd say the first do is just have your own style. Like you gotta eventually, like everybody starts out with their like inspirations and whatnot, and like who they go to like look up to.
Mm-hmm.
But over time, as you do it, you'll kind of get your own feel for it, and you'll have your own style.
So be yourself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right. So I think that's great advice. Actually, it's really good. Never see body
There
noises.
you go.
Never.
Like warn them before the body.
Oh, yeah, I'm always like, I'm gonna burp. Okay. Let me give a do. I have no idea. Just you know, you wanna be.
Be professional.
Professional, I guess, yeah, but that just kind of bleeds into the entire video. I'm like, you should be professional.
I mean.
Oh, thanks, Fancy. I never would have thought that being professional would have helped me in my career as a YouTuber.
Yeah. So advice I've seen people give for Twitch I've seen is act like there's already like 5,000 people watching.
Oh,
people
there we
start
go.
watching-
Do not be self-referential. Never.
Right.
Don't just be like, ha, be sure to... Don't ever ask people to subscribe either. Just don't do that.
Yeah.
They'll subscribe if they love you. You have to impress them. That's the... Yeah, there we go. You have to... Okay. I figured it out. The way you get people to subscribe is impress them in some way. Somehow, your quality, your humor. You don't have to be funny to get big on YouTube. Just look at Ray William Johnson. Bazinga!
Gosh.
You like that one?
Bam.
Oh, damn. You know.
That's messed up.
Also, you want to have minimal, like, search engine optimization. Like, let's say you title your video Java W12345 Minecraft Episode 1. No one will find your video. But if you're like, you know, you're like building a cool medieval house in Minecraft, and then you have a cute little caption, "Oh no, the creeper is gonna kill me, help." That sounds like an infinitely more interesting title that I would watch.
Right.
You know, you don't have to be excessive, just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. Do you think this looks good? Should I have it 3 wide or 1 wide, since it's kind of like an offset from the main one?
Oh, this?
Mm-hmm.
This should just be 1 wide because it's kind of like
Yep.
it's just thinner.
This is gonna be an extra long video for you guys, just because I love you. Never record extra long videos because people don't watch all the way.
There you go.
This leads into Actioner's house, which I might connect to somehow, some way. Oh, this is looking fantastic. All right, we're starting to finish off. I might do a more serious one eventually. And for 25 subscribers, 25 subscriber special, I will talk about my history on the YouTube space.
Whoa.
And a little bit about, like, maybe I'll talk a little bit more in depth on how I came at this point, since it's such a big and honorable milestone.
Actually, you know what would be great down here?
What? Poop?
I'm basically at my farm. It's like an excessive amount of vines everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And some vines and lily pads would not be bad down here.
Be gross.
Yeah, that's the point, though. I mean, you want it to look yucky.
It's like really
It's a
grody.
sewer. You know, it's a drainage pipe.
Ugh. That's gross.
It's a great
So,
idea.
what is your number one thing not to do? Just absolute, like, if you do this, I will just.
If you don't have a PC, when people record like their TV with their phone,
I was just
that
talking about
like
that.
really bugs me. Like, please stop. That's not. Nobody wants to watch that.
And okay, here we go.
Sorry.
Number one thing, be humble. If you're at
There you
school,
go.
don't just be like, yeah, I make videos. Yeah, it's just your thing. It's your personal thing.
It
It's
comes up in conversation.
it becomes like a conversation. That's one thing, but it's just like, don't be a butt about it. You know what? We're all here together, and we know how cool you are. Channel art too. That's good. There's so many things that I cannot put into one video.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot. Like, we could write a list and like just do a video on that.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I did, and then I failed because I ran out of time.
Like a podcast of just stuff.
Maybe we'll do another one. We'll do live
An off
streams.
podcast.
Mm-hmm. We'll figure that out. But this has been a super long video just for you guys. Special guest Cora.
Ew.
Thank you all for watching. This is, you know, if you like the sewer system, please leave a like. Let me know your ideas. We should do. Let me know what like your best practices. What deeply offends you every time you watch a video? Like, what will turn you off? So then we can all learn, you know, what not to do.
Just like the comment section just says Cora.
Adding Cora to the call mid-video professionals. All right. And with that, I'll leave you guys safe, and my friends, and I will see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.